Well, hello all you beautiful peeps out there in the interwebs. This is Tashlan and I've got Charlie the dog and Puddin' and Pie the pussycats, and we are welcoming you to Prison Architect. And I'm sitting here looking in, what are we doing? And it looks like we've got some flashy things. I'm going to take this off pause. And looks like we've got some prisoners arriving. I'd forgotten we actually had prisoners. I was like, oh, it's a prison. We have prisoners. What a surprise. I'm having one of those days. Right. So the pipes are in, but it's looking to me like it's not flowing properly. And these other ones that were flashing, are they still flashing? Yes, but I think in this case it's just that there's no pipes. Okay, so the one with the no pipes we can fix quite easily. I think if we do that as a circuit that might help as well. So that'll fix those two, but we have a very severe problem here. That doesn't reach far enough, and if that one doesn't reach, I'm pretty sure that one won't. So it's looking to me like what we're going to need to do is, I think we're going to take away these pipes here, and I'm going to put another boiler. I think I'm going to put it over here somewhere. That will mean I might even put it a little bit higher up, put it over here, so we can then use that if whatever we build in this area. So let's put in that water boiler over here, I think. What we will do then is we will connect these pipes over to here like so. That should do us. I think I've wasn't so good there. Can I not do that? Oh, that's better. Let's bring that down. Let's be a little bit neat about it, shan't we? And we're going to need some, I'm going to bring this large pipe up. If I find it, where is it? A large pipe. I'm going to bring this large pipe just up to here like so. That will make sure that that's got cold water to heat up to do the heating. Okay then. So we've got our parole board, which is really cold. What else? We've got visitation here. I think this wing is pretty much sorted. We haven't got this with the 3 prisoners because this kitchen's too small, but we're going to have more kitchens, so we're not really worried about that. It looks like we're not very good with when it comes to solitary. But we've made some provision for it. And yes, so I think we're pretty much done with this wing. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at our regime. There's nothing too bad with that. We won't have to mess around with regime too much because we're trying to keep it all as separate wings, which makes this a lot easier. We'll look at our grants, and government security would mean dogs and armed guards, which isn't a bad thing. And cell block A would mean we make another wing, which we also want to do, but I think we'll go with government security. So I think when we look at our research, I mean, we've pretty much got it. We'll do the taser rollout while we're there. So we've pretty much got everything there apart from legal. I don't think we've hired our lawyer yet. Well, we can at least research that, because then we can sort of maybe go with a death row or small cells. Not much there that I like using, to be honest, but research it while we can. So I know we did say that we've got workshop and classroom. I'm trying to think. This is pretty much self-sufficient, isn't it? Let's have a look. Yep, we've pretty much got that, except for some reason solid. You have to keep checking these things. Right, so that's all minimum security. This would have to be for everyone. This is all sort of access only and staff only. I think what I want to do is work. I think I'm going to go around here somewhere and put in a security wing. I think that's what we need to work on today. So we're going to go into planning. I'm just going to get rid of that and just, I mean, this is pretty much what we've got to work with. I mean, we can expand this way. Let's see. I did kind of put that in an awkward spot, didn't I? Well, that's okay. What we'll do is we'll fence this off like so, because this is going to be in a staff area, so it's not the end of the world. Put a little door in there, because what we can have is, if we bring this down over here, this sort of awkward little shape here can be our kennels. And then what we can have, because you know, obviously this, we're going to want an entrance into here. Trying to see, actually this might look better if we do that, because then what we can have is we can have this as a corridor. Take that to there, like that, as a corridor. Because then we can have like our armory here and our security offices there. And what it'll mean is we can have a door here, can have a door here. We'll have a door like this to the kennels, because that'll have the dog handlers coming through. And so I'm trying to decide whether to put no. What I'm thinking is here we'll need to go a water boiler maybe. So that might have to be like that. Just look at utilities. So we have a water boiler there. It won't hurt to have another one for this area here. So yes, I'm going to put a water boiler in there. And we'll go back to planning. So I think that's big enough for kennels. If not, we can always have more kennels somewhere else. And I think this will have to be our security office, and then this can be our armory. And I think that we'll need to access the armory through the security office, just to give it that little extra layer of security. I think I'm comfortable with that. So I'm going to put this on pause, because it's always easier if I mess up when I'm actually doing the foundations, if they're not already building them. So we want to come down to there, and then we'll want, not sure what that's doing. And we want to bring this, because obviously we need it to be sort of an indoor. Well, that's going to be sort of an outdoor area, I mean, not an indoor area. And then we'll go to objects and we'll put a large jail door in there. That should do us for now, so we can take it off pause to let them crack on with that. We will need, we're going to put in this water boiler over here. Shall I rotate it so it's against this wall? We're going to need to put electricity in, and I'm trying to think, where will I take it from? I think I'm going to take it from this one here. So we will drag this down here and across to there, and that should do us. Oh no, no, cancel that. Wow, did you see my deliberate mistake there? Oops, it's cancelled all of that. There's interesting. As long as it got rid of that thing, I went straight through there. That would have joined those two together and it would have been a terrible disaster. Right, so we'll go back to foundations. I'm intrigued that it cancelled this for some reason, but okay. And that's blocked there for some reason. Okay, well, we'll see. Let's go back to utilities. I think we'll worry about putting in the hot water pipes and all that sort of thing until that's done. So we'll take that back off pause. Saying requires an entrance. I will do... Oh no, it's gone now. Okay. I was like, yes, no, okay. And I think actually what I need to do, and I think I can do it quickly, is I need to just put that in like that. Something about that wasn't working for me. I was like, oh, why is that not working? And I think I figured out why. So we'll let them do that. So that will be our security. And I mean, we can, if we go to rooms and kennel. Oh, yeah, I found that pretty fast. I normally don't, do I? Let's be honest here. So if I put that, it'll complain at me. We know this because it's not enclosed. It's definitely 5 by 5 though, so that'll be okay. So we can already put objects in here. I do want to. It's doggies. They've got to have grass. I have a doggy. I know he loves grass. He goes all funny when he rolls in it, and he loves it. Oh, I don't understand dogs. I really don't. Love them, but I don't understand them. And I think we need dog crates. That's the only thing that we need. And there we go, dog crates. Well, I'm finding things well today. What's up with me? I think I'll leave a gap. And we'll put in a row of dog crates there. A row of dog crates there. And a final row of dog crates in there. And can we? Yes, we will plant a tree. All dogs must have a tree. Oh, I can't help myself. And lights. We will need to put lights in here, so we will put them in the corners. Oh, look at me being all neat and tidy. That's not like me at all, is it? What's come over me? Oh, come on, faster. So yes, I'd like to have our security at its best before we bring in new prisoners, because what I want to do is I do want to get CCTV in this area. And oops, there's something needs power, and for some reason that pipe just hasn't gone in yet. Everything else but that one pipe. Okay, so let us bring this cable down and attach it there. That should sort out our little heating problem in the parole room and the mail room. And I'm going to mess around and I'm going to add some more grass. And what I'm also going to do is I'm going to put a fence there, and then a staff door over here. And once that's in, I can designate that as a staff only area. And looks like we've got our prisoners arriving in an hour. And we've got 2 prisoners up for parole, 1's due for release. And here we go. We've got our little security officers now. Do we want to see the prisoners arriving? Do we care anymore? Got this big perimeter wall, but I don't. It's like it stops there. It amuses me. It's like security's not really that good. Oh, why can't they do that? Oh, we've got this little guy trapped. Okay, stop messing about. Put in doors. We'll put a door in there. I'm putting jail doors in because I think they're sturdier. I'm probably just deluding myself. We want a staff door over here, and then we want a fence in there. Okay. Look, we're finding contraband on them already. Oh, drugs. Naughty boys. Right, let's have a look. This is looking like it's almost at its capacity. I think I'm going to put another capacitor in there because that's looking a bit... that'll be taser rollout and all that sort of thing. Okay, so we're just waiting for them to sort this out. I've given them a fair bit to do, so they'll get to it in the end. And 1 prisoner, I think that's probably the one that's supposed to be in solitary because there's 1 there, so he probably can't go in because he requires solitary. Yes, there we go. I'm figuring this out. In here I think I want to put the gravel. So pop that in like that. And this is looking for, did I not connect it up? I probably didn't connect it up to power. Now I do have to be very careful not to attach it to there. So I was going to attach it to power. So we'll attach that to there. We also need to now attach it to this. So we can do a bit of work on here now. So concrete wall. We'll put in the concrete wall over here. Like this. We also want our speeded up metal floor to come along here. And actually I've been silly putting this as that tile because this really should be the metal floor. So I'm going to replace that. Oh, that's another thing I haven't been thinking about is sprinklers. That's all got sprinklers. Just saw them there and that kind of reminded me like, oh yeah, sprinklers, they're a thing. Oh dear, so much to think about. So this is a staff area. I think we can give them marble flooring. Let's be a bit posh for them, shall we? Why not? Oh look, it did a kink in there. I always do something wrong. I'm just going to put that in and we will demolish just those 2 bits there. Okay. That'll be fine. So this, let's go to rooms. This is going to be our security. There. And it's not going to be right because we're missing stuff inside it. And then this is going to be our armory. Okay, and they fixed up that worked out perfectly. Right, now objects, I want to put in the radiators. They usually down here at the bottom. Yep. So we will put one in over here and over here. We'll put one over here and over here. That should be enough. I also, I'm going to go up the top here. I want to put in windows, of course. It's quite funny, there's a window into security out the staff room. Okay, I didn't really think this through very well. That's normal for me. Okay, so we have that. Right, we've got the radiators going in, and they will highlight where I need to put my pipes. I'll wait for them to go in before pipes. Now, for security, we need an office desk. And I think we will put the office desk over here like this, and then he'll get his chair, so he sits here by his computer. And does it need a filing cabinet? Yes, I thought so. We'll get our filing cabinet, and we'll stick that there. Very compact. And I think that's all that it needs. But what I do want to put in is I want to put in a CCTV monitor, and this will be why I made so much space in here, because it's going to be eventually a big prison, so we're going to need quite a few of these. So we'll pop him in there. Now our armory requires a table for them to change, so we'll pop in a table there, and we'll pop in a table there. It also requires a weapons rack. Oh, of course it does. It wouldn't be an armory without weapons, would it? So we will put a couple of weapons racks in there, and then we want our guard lockers. And remember that the guard lockers, each one represents a guard that you can hire. So I'm going to put these here, and yes, I'm going to remember to leave a space where they can walk past. I nearly didn't. That's why I mentioned it. That should do us for now. Right, we've got this guy. Now what we'll need to do is put in our CCTV where we want it. We definitely want CCTV in here. I'm thinking security all the time. Which way is the right way for this camera? It's so difficult to tell. Look. I think that it's that way. If it's in the wrong way, then, then I'll move it. So we'll put in 2 in our reception. We definitely need a camera. Where can I put it? It won't fit there or there. Put one in there. We want one in our common room. We want one in here. We definitely want one in each of these places. I'm going to put that there. And Mr. Psychologist wants one. The parole board needs one. The mail room probably needs 2. Needs one there and one there, I would say. Classroom, we might be able to get away with 1. 1. And visitation, we definitely need 1 in. I'm convinced I'm putting these all in backwards. Alright, we might need another one of these, but we'll wait, we'll let those get installed. See, and now, yep, they're all in backwards. Oh, lock salami. One thing I really do wish that they would, that's definitely in backwards. Yeah, they're all backwards. Ah, okay. Dismantle. So dismantle. 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 Oh no. This is terrible. And they put them in so quickly as well. And of course I didn't think of putting any in the cells. Sigh. Okay, while they're dismantling that, I think we can now work on our heating here. Okay, let's do what we know. Oh gosh. Alright, now we need the hot water pipes. So we will bring this to here and then down here. And we'll go so far, so we can take that across to there. And then bring this down to here and across to there. Ta-da! That was easier. Right. So now back to here. Oh, dismantle more of the stuff. Dismantle that, dismantle that, dismantle that. I put them all in backwards. Oh, dear me. I should know by now, shouldn't I? So I think it's that thing's the camera bit. Okay. So that'll be like the camera hood. So we'll put that in there. And we'll put... Oh, we'll wait for that to come out. So we'll do that. We'll put that one in there. We'll put one in there. I'm just hoping it's the right way around now. Put one in there. One in there. One in there. I'm going to have to sort this out. For some reason it's still not... And in the visitation we want it this way round. And here we definitely want there. And we want one there. And I would say we want one there. Okay, they look the right way round now. I'll put that there and there. Okay. And we also want a camera here. And probably one there as well. Okay, so I think that's the cameras. Now, what is going on with this? Why? Oh, you're kidding me. That should do it. Sheesh. They don't make it easy for us, do they? Okay. So, let me count the cameras now. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Wow! Okay. We need a lot. Let's put those in. So meanwhile... No, let's... How do I connect? Connect, there we go. I must have clicked the wrong thing. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So now this one, it's 1. Oops, I missed. 2, 3, 4, 5. Oops. 6, 7, 8. And then 1. Come on. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So that's, we've got coverage on our prison now. All right. Now I think we're ready to do our armed patrols and our dog patrols. So we'll need to do some staff hiring. We'll need 2 armed guards, at least, and dog handlers. I couldn't see it for a minute, then I was like, why do I not see them? So we'll have 4 dog handlers, I think. Now we will go guard patrols. Well, we have guard patrols, that's good. Although I wouldn't mind actually having another one down here. I might just link it up to this guy, just so he, you know, he's covering that area as well. And I think that this guy, he really needs to cover this corridor as well. And we don't have any coverage of this corridor, so let's make sure that we do. Now, dogs. We definitely want a dog in here. So that'll be our 1 dog. And we could do with a dog along here, but I'm just wondering if he's now going to do that whole bit. We'll see. Now, armed patrols. I think we definitely need an armed patrol here. Oh, no. And we'll need, I think, an armed patrol here. Right, so that's it. That's that grant done. And that's our little section of that prison, I'd say a little bit more secure than it was. While I'm in deployment, I do need to make this whole area here staff only. So that should stop prisoners just wandering around there willy-nilly. So yes, that's looking all right. So let's go and look at our grants. Unlock body. Do you know? I think that I really said that wrong. Oh dear. Max sec infrastructure implementation. I think we've pretty much got that. So I'm going to click on that and see. We just need to hire more guards, which I'm not quite ready to do yet. But we also can do. We'll do cell block A. Okay, that was easy. We'll just talk about super achieving. Let's just try that one. Oh, done. Okay, next. Okay, let's try cell block B. This one will take us a little bit longer. Okay, so what I think we're gonna bring cell block B over to here. So what I want to do, now we've got a nice bit of cash, is the first thing I want to do is this perimeter wall. I want to take it as far out as I can take it that way. Do you know, I'm so tempted to just finish this perimeter wall off if we can. Oh, it's expensive, but I think it's doable. Let's knock it in there, shall we? There we go. So that is our perimeter wall done and dusted. Do we have access into this gap? I just want to check, because I know I would plan to sort of put some kind of staff door. We've got a staff door into there, but we don't have any kind of staff access into this area, which is problematic. So what I think what I need to do, I'm trying to look for a nice place to put it, where the prisoners don't generally have access, and I think that this is our point, our access point. So I will get my staff door and I will put that in there, because that means that now what we can do is we can echo our perimeter wall with this wall, and take that to there, bring this down. I'm trying to be a little bit careful. Take that to there, and then we're going to bring this right across to this point there. That's our wall now, you know, complete. And you know, we can put our sniper towers. We've got room for one there, room for one there. I'm tempted to actually not put that one there, but have one in here and one in here by this entrance, and one by the, I might actually have one here by these gates as well, because yeah, as we know from our experience with escaping, just walking out the gate's pretty simple. But if we have snipers there and there, it might make it a bit more difficult. And then, you know, keep this space here so we can have snipers on the corners. And I'm actually going to go into the planning, and what space have I left there? I've left about a 9 grid. So if I do another sort of 9 grid there, just as a reminder. I can't see it. It's annoying. I can hear. I've done that bit. And I will actually just pop a little 9 grid there. It'll be a little reminder for me of my plan of where I'm going to put my snipers. We're not big enough yet to afford snipers, but we will be. Oh boy, we will be. They're cracking on with that fence, aren't they? Good boys. Nice. Okay. So, looking at the time, I think what we're going to have to do is the planning for our next wing is going to happen next time. We're going to use this, the one that we've done, as a reminder of, you know, where everything, what we need in a wing. But obviously we're going to have that little chirrup, that little prut you will have heard. That's Puddin' come to say, hello folks, I love you too. Oh, ow. Just knocked myself. Silly me. But so we remember what things we need to put in, but it is going to be structured differently, because we want more cells, we want more provision for solitary, because we're going to bring in our medium security guys. And let's just have a quick look before I go as to why this still isn't working. Did they not put that pipe in? Huh? So it's just something that they have to do, is it? What's going on? Auto saving. I'm confused. How will I find out? Normally, if there's something scheduled to be done, I don't know. I'm just going to drag that in there and I don't know. I'm confused. Okay, these are flashing. That'll be because there's nobody there. Okay, we've actually got that overstaffed. I don't know if is there a way that you can disconnect it. You know, it's sort of like, it would be nice, wouldn't it, to have a toggle to just say, well, we're not using this for now. But it doesn't look like there is. Oh, hang on, what's this? Close. So if I close that, does that just stop it from operating? Close. Close. Or it just doesn't. Okay, so it's an option but not an option. It's an anti-option. Oh well, that was nice to try. Okay, so yes, I'm overrunning time as usual. Rattling on, enjoying myself too much. So yes, we've got our first wing, we've got our A wing, I don't know what to call it really. We've got our security, we've got our staff, we've got some little bit of storage. I'll probably, I don't know, create some more storage. We don't seem to have that much of a problem because we tend to build in small chunks. And yes, the prison, it's looking different. I mean, I tend to be very linear, and this is not very linear. So I'm enjoying it. Let's go into our, let me see that wall. No. I will also, I think, pop some lights, because I've put lights all along here. So pop some lights in this wall bit to brighten it up a bit, make visibility good. But on the whole, I think we're doing okay with this prison. Speaking of lights, we might want to put some lights in here. Brighten things up here. It's not brightening up, is it? It's just adding some visibility, which in a prison is kind of important. Let's add some lights here because that's pretty dark. Add some lights along here. Yes, look at me. Tinker, 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 tinker. Can't leave well enough alone, can I? Oh, no, I can't. Yeah, we definitely need lights down there. Ooh, that's dark. Okay, I'm trying to sign off, and I'm messing. I'm sorry. I'll stop. Look, hands away from the keyboard. I can't help myself. I'll put this on pause, and I will say thank you for sharing this time with me. I love spending time with you guys, and it's from me, from Tashland, from Charlie the dog, from Puddin' and Pie the pussycats. You know we love you loads. Peace out, peeps.